Deep in the heart of our world, tucked away from the relentless march of time, lies a place spoken of only in hushed tones, the whispering forest. It's not on any map, and you won't find it with GPS. You find it by listening. They say if you stand at the edge of the world, just as dawn breaks, you can hear it a soft, rustling murmur carried on the wind, a song of leaves and secrets. This forest isn't made of ordinary trees. Here, the ancient silver-barked sentinels have watched civilizations rise and fall. Their leaves aren't just green. They shimmer with an inner light, casting shifting, ethereal patterns on the mossy ground below. The air itself feels different, thick with the scent of damp earth, unknown blossoms, and a hint of something that smells like old magic and forgotten memories. Legend tells of a young woman named Elara, a village girl who always felt like an outsider. While others were content with their daily routines, Elara was drawn to the stories her grandmother told of the whispering forest. They said the trees held the wisdom of the ages, that they could answer any question if you only knew how to ask. But they also warned that the forest was jealous of its secrets, and many who entered were never seen again, lost to its enchanting, endless embrace. One day, a great sorrow fell upon Elara's village. A strange silence settled over the land. The birds stopped singing, the river ceased its babbling, and laughter died on people's lips. A creeping gray blight began to spread from the fields, turning vibrant crops to dust. The elders, their faces etched with worry, declared it a curse, a sorrow so deep it was poisoning the very earth. Elara, her heart heavy for her home, remembered her grandmother's words. The forest held the answers. Driven by a desperate hope, she packed a small bag with bread, a water skin, and the small, smooth river stone her grandmother had given her for luck. At first light she walked towards the distant, misty silhouette of the woods, her every step taking her further from the world she knew and deeper into the realm of legend. As she crossed the invisible boundary into the forest, the world outside fell away. The oppressive silence of her village was replaced by the forest's own unique symphony, the constant, soft whispering. It wasn't just the wind in the leaves. It felt like voices, thousands of them, all murmuring at once just below the edge of hearing. It was mesmerizing and a little unnerving. The path, if you could call it that, was a winding trail of glowing fungi that pulsed with a soft blue light, illuminating her way. Deeper she went, the whispers growing clearer. They weren't speaking words she understood, but she could feel their meaning. They spoke of seasons turning, of starlight on bark, of roots digging deep into the soil. It was the life story of the forest itself. She passed streams that glittered as if full of liquid moonlight, and saw flowers that bloomed and folded in on themselves in the space of a single breath. The forest was alive in a way she had never imagined. After what felt like days, she stumbled into a clearing. In the center stood the heart of the forest, the great elderwood. It was a tree of immense size, its trunk so wide it would take 20 people holding hands to circle it. Its branches were gnarled and ancient, reaching up to a canopy that seemed to hold the stars themselves, even in the middle of the day. Unlike the other trees, its whispers were clear, forming words in her mind. "You seek a cure for the silence," the elderwood's voice echoed, not in her ears, but in her soul. "The sorrow of your people has created a void, and nature abhors a vacuum. The blight is the silence given form." Elara, trembling but resolute, asked, "How can we heal it? What can we do?" The tree's answer was simple, yet profound. "You cannot fight silence with noise. You must fill it with a sound that matters, a song of life, a memory of joy." The tree then explained that the heart of the curse lay in a forgotten ritual, the festival of echoes where the villagers would share stories and songs, sending their collective joy into the world as a gift to the land that sustained them. They had forgotten their gratitude, and the land had forgotten its song. The elderwood then shed a single leaf-shaped seed which glowed with a warm, golden light. "Take this," it whispered. "Plant it in the heart of your village. But it will not grow with water alone. It must be nourished by the forgotten songs. Remind your people of their joy, and the land will remember, too." Carrying the precious seed, Elara began her journey back. The forest seemed to help her now, the whispers guiding her feet, the path glowing brighter. When she emerged, it was as if no time had passed at all. She ran to the village square, her voice ringing out as she shared what the forest had told her. At first, the villagers were skeptical. But the glowing seed in her hand was undeniable proof of a magic they had long dismissed as folklore. Desperate, they agreed to try. Elara planted the seed in the center of the square. Then she began to sing. It was a simple, hesitant tune at first, a lullaby her mother had sung to her. An old man, his eyes misty with memory, joined in with a forgotten shanty from his youth. A young couple began to hum a tune from their courtship. Slowly, tentatively, the silence was filled. Not with shouting, but with stories, laughter, and melodies. As their voices wove together, a miracle happened. The small planted seed began to sprout. A tiny green shoot pushed through the soil, and as the collective song grew stronger, the sapling grew with impossible speed, its leaves unfurling with a vibrant, healthy green. The blight in the fields receded, color returned to the world, and for the first time in weeks a bird trilled a hopeful note from a branch above. The village was saved, not by a great hero or a powerful spell, but by the rediscovery of their own shared joy. The tree that grew from the seed became a new center for their village, a living reminder of their connection to the land and to each other. They reinstated the Festival of Echoes, and every year, they gathered to sing and share stories, their gratitude echoing out to the whispering forest, which always whispers back its approval. Elara was no longer an outsider. She was the one who had taught them how to listen. And so the whispering forest remains a guardian of ancient wisdom, reminding us that sometimes the greatest solutions aren't found in grand actions, but in the simple, powerful act of coming together to share a song. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the Whispering Forest. If you enjoyed this story, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more tales from the hidden corners of the world. It means so much.